Hi everyone, my name is Joy. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I am an occupational therapist. So I specifically work with children ages 0 to 3. I work in the home, primarily with children who are premature, and I work in the areas of improving fine motor skills, gross motor skills, cognitive skills, social emotional, and sensory processing skills. So I got married last year. I got married 7/11/2020 to my husband Ishmael. I'll drop a picture of him below. We've been together since we were 19. Got married last year when we were 29. Now we're 30. And so ever since we got married, we were trying to get pregnant, low-key, kind of trying, kind of not really. I was taking, and the whole time, ever since July 2020, I've been taking prenatal pills. I just take like the generic Target brand, and this one has 800 micrograms of folic acid, so I just take that one. But we've been low-key had been trying to get pregnant since 2020, July. I would say around November of 2020, after we had our honeymoon in Cancun, we bought ovulation strips. And from that point forward, we were actually like really trying. I had pinpointed the exact day when I was ovulating, and we were just like, okay, it's gonna happen any month now. Fast forward to March of 2021, right before my 30th birthday, I was doing a snow-related activity, and it actually broke my arm. So the baby making kind of was put on hold for a bit, for maybe like 3 or 4 months, and we started trying again in June of 2021. So maybe about a year later after we like initially first started trying. So June 2021 we started trying. Well, that first month we started trying, we got pregnant. So basically how it started was around July, so a whole year later from when we got married, when we initially started trying to have a baby, I noticed I was kind of feeling off, and so I reached out to my doctor like, hey, I think I have a UTI. I've never had one before, but I feel like these are all the symptoms. And lo and behold, I did have a UTI, which was very confusing to me. So I told my mom, I was like, I think I have a UTI. That's very weird because I haven't done anything out of the normal. I'm doing all the same things that I usually do. She's like, sometimes your hormones are just all out of whack. Like, she said I had a UTI for 2 of my pregnancies in the very beginning. And then she goes, oh my God, are you pregnant? Right? And so we kind of laughed it off, not really knowing like that I was actually pregnant. So the week of my period is supposed to come, it doesn't come, and it's never late. So I knew instantly I was pregnant. I knew it instantly, right? So around, I would say mid-July, I started to feel so tired, like extremely tired, more tired than I've ever felt in my whole entire life. So I find out that close relatives of mine that I was around tested positive for COVID. So I decided to take a test for COVID. The following day, while I was awaiting my results for the COVID test, I took 3 pregnancy tests. And they were just like I think clear blue tests from Target, and all of them said pregnant. So I said, you know what? All of these feelings I'm feeling have to be related to the pregnancy because I'm pregnant. I don't have COVID, I'm pregnant. Well, I want to say that following day, my test came back negative, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't have COVID. I'm totally fine. I'm just tired as heck because I'm pregnant. So I do the whole thing. I tell my husband, I tell him actually through a TikTok dance, that I'm pregnant. And this whole week goes by, I'm still just feeling exhausted. And my husband texts me while he's at work and says, hey, I don't feel good. I have a migraine and I'm super tired. So at that point I said, crap, we have COVID. Because the whole time when it was just me who was having those symptoms, I knew it was, I just attributed it to the pregnancy. Once he had the symptoms, I knew we had COVID. Having COVID is horrible. It's horrible. I literally don't wish it upon my worst enemy. I don't wish it upon anybody. It's horrible. I would literally go to the bathroom and feel like I ran a marathon. Like I was just so exhausted. I didn't really have all the other symptoms of like body ache. I had a little bit of a headache. I didn't have a sore throat, runny nose, cough, anything. I was just exhausted, like wiped out, tired. And around, so my husband and I were able to like muster up the energy to go and take another COVID test. And once we took that second test, we both tested positive, which I already knew. I already knew we had COVID. We didn't even need the test. But so we both tested positive, and around the time that I got my positive results, I started spotting. And when I was spotting, that was very scary for me because I felt like, am I spotting because something's happening to the baby because I have COVID? You know, there's not that much evidence-based research regarding women who are pregnant who have COVID. So I had no idea, and even to this day, I have no idea what the prognosis can be long term. I don't know what the long term effects are. I just know I was spotting and I was freaked out. So what did I do? I called the paramedics. The paramedics came and they were like, well, you're not bleeding that much. We don't think it's a miscarriage, but you should go to the ER. So once the whole 10-day period passed of having tested positive for COVID, my husband and I called the OBGYN, and they said that they couldn't take us for our first prenatal appointment until the following week. So we were like, we have to know now. How is our baby doing? We need to know. So we actually just decided to go to the ER. And we know they can't turn you away at the ER, and they have to give you all the tests possible. So we were actually able to get an ultrasound done, which was actually very uncomfortable. I did not know that they have to stick the thing up you. But luckily I had shaved that day, and they found the baby in there, and the baby was fine, heartbeat fine. Which was just a huge blessing, but it was just so scary to have COVID. And so we had COVID end of July up until like mid-July to late July. It is now October. And when I tell you, I still feel tired. Like I still do not feel like 100% my same self. I still feel tired. And you know, I read how I'm supposed to be feeling. Now I'm 16 weeks pregnant. So it's like a blessing. The baby's here, the baby's doing good, baby's very healthy, but I still feel tired. So I actually am on the app Baby List. And according to the app Baby List, at 16 weeks, the baby is the size of an avocado. And according to this app, I'm supposed to be feeling better. So it says less nausea, fewer mood swings, and glowing. I don't think I'm having any of those things. I would say, yeah, I'm just still tired. And I don't know if there's any pregnant moms out there who've had COVID, or if you know anybody who's pregnant who's had COVID, you can comment below about what their symptoms are, how they've been feeling, what the long-term effects were, did they have a healthy pregnancy, you know, but I don't know what's supposed to be normal. I know everybody's saying you're supposed to be having more energy now that you're in the second trimester, but I definitely do feel tired. But I'll even just rewind a little bit. So like my first trimester of pregnancy, I was very tired. Boobs were so sore. Um, Throwing up a lot, and yeah, those are the biggest symptoms. Yeah. So I would say that I've never really had mood swings, not that I know of. So my boobs are less sore for sure. I don't really know about the glowing. I don't think I've had that glowing experience. And nausea, as far as nausea, currently right now, 16 weeks, I'm not nauseous all the time anymore like how I was. However, I do feel like I need to constantly be feeding myself, because if I'm not constantly feeding myself, I feel like I want to throw up. So it's like when I wake up first thing in the morning, I'm usually starving, and because of that, I need to eat, because there's been some mornings where I wake up and I kind of like lounge around for a little bit and it's like, nope, straight to the bathroom, head in the toilet. So I need to always eat and have something to snack on, whether it's crackers, sometimes it's cereal. I just eat like a handful of like Honey Nut Cheerios. I like the little like veggie sticks, veggie straws. So just like anything like that, I just need to always constantly eat. I don't know if anybody else has had this experience, but brushing my teeth, I didn't know that that would be a problem. Brushing my tongue, that's like one of the most like throw up inducing activities ever. It's so gross. So gross to have to pause brushing your teeth, throw up, then back to brushing your teeth. It's like so disgusting. But what I will say, the one thing that's worked for me, because I tried those gummy like ginger gummy chews from Trader Joe's, that didn't work for me. I tried like peppermint, like chewing on peppermint and mints. That didn't really work for me. Really, honestly, nothing really worked for me. I just felt pretty sick the whole first trimester, and honestly kind of miserable. Now I don't feel that miserable feeling all the time. I just feel like I need to constantly like be eating. And I would say the one thing that did help me though in the first trimester was eucalyptus. This is pure eucalyptus. It's the essential oil. And just all I would do literally is like sniff it, and that feeling of like wanting to throw up in the moment would go away or kind of subside a little bit. So that helped out a lot, but that's pretty much the only thing that helped me out. So now fast forward to week 16 of pregnancy. Currently, I think this is the last week of the 4th month. Still tired, but a lot of the symptoms are gone, so I'm definitely blessed for that. I still don't know the gender. And yeah, baby's the size of an avocado. So I do want to give you guys a belly shot so you guys can see what my belly is looking like right now. I still don't feel like I've like popped, but I definitely do look pregnant now. So I'll show you guys that. This is my belly, 16 weeks. Not super big, I wouldn't say super big, but getting there. But yes, thank you for getting to know me. Thank you for watching my video, hearing about my story, and hopefully you guys continue to come back and watch more videos. And please share your experiences with COVID, whether you were pregnant or not, and just like how you've overcome, how long you felt in that like tired phase. Or take care. Mwah.